My name is Latika Sharma and the topic that we are going to discuss today is matter and the characteristics of matter. Okay. So children, there are many things surrounding us. It is a pen, this is a blackboard and many chalk, duster, many things are there which we observe in day-to-day life. We can see that all these things are occupying space and they are having some mass in them. So everything which is being surrounded by us and which is occupying a space and has a mass, they are all called as matter. In fact, in the term of chemistry, I am also occupying space and also I am having some mass, so I will be also considered as matter. Now children, matter can be solid like this, matter can be liquid like this, the glass which is filled with water, and in fact the air which is filled in this balloon, it will be also considered as matter because it is occupying some space, because of which the balloon get inflated and it is also have some mass. So matter can be solid, matter can be liquid, matter can be gas. Now when we talk about the human emotion, they are not considered as matter. You wanted that your mother should cook pizza for you, but instead of cooking pizza, she cooked chapati for you and you are very angry. So this emotion is not a matter. This is simply a human emotion. You had a terrible fight with your friend and this terrible fight has changed your mood and you are very sad. This emotion of sadness is also not considered as matter. They are all simply human emotion. So children, now we arrive to the basic definition of the matter, that anything that occupies space and has mass is known as matter. Now, what are the characteristics of matter? In earlier time, there were two schools of thoughts which were there. One school of thought was saying that matter is continuous in nature. That means the particles of matter, they do not have any space between them. They are continuous like this. And the another school of thought was saying that matter is discontinuous in nature and there are spaces which are present between the particles. Now we will perform a very simple activity to arrive at a conclusion. Now I will take this glass which you can see is filled with water and I will add a spoon of salt into it. I will try to dissolve the salt and after the complete process of dissolution, you can see the salt is completely dissolved in water and there is no rise in the level of water. Now what this simple activity demonstrates? This simple activity demonstrates that the particles of matter are discontinuous in nature. There must be some spaces which were present between the water molecule. In those spaces, the salt get mixed. Otherwise, there would not have been a rise in the level of water. Okay, so this simple activity demonstrates the first characteristic of matter, that the particles of matter are discontinuous, or we can say they have spaces between them. Okay, now we move on to the second characteristic of matter, and the second characteristic of matter, it can also be demonstrated with the help of very simple activity. I will take this room freshener and I will spray this. Now children, when I have sprayed this room freshener, you can smell the fragrance of this room freshener. How you can smell the fragrance of this room freshener? Because the particle of this room freshener get mixed with the air and they reach to your nose. So that is the reason how you felt the smell of this room freshener. Okay, what this activity demonstrates? This simple activity demonstrates that the particles of matter, they are continuously moving. Particles of matter are moving. Now, children, there are two other characteristics of matter. The third one is the particle of matter, they have a force of attraction between them, and that force of attraction depends upon their state. And the fourth and the last characteristic of matter is the particle of matter are very, very small. About these two characteristics we will discuss in our next class. Thank you.